I've kind of been doing fund selection for 21 years, and I
Yeah,
started out, in a very small company in Tunbridge Wells where I live as
yeah,
their graduate trainee, and because I was the new junior person, I looked after all the very small portfolios,
yeah,
and so all the old dears who had a few funds in their portfolios, and so it's all I've ever done is funds, and
yeah,
it's been actually very, I would say, until the period prior to the pandemic, so post Brexit,
yeah,
we never really questioned active managers. I've always been, we've always been able to identify active managers who have been able to outperform, and then
yeah,
passives really started to dominate, and that became a self-fulfilling prophecy, didn't it?
yeah,
Passives dominate, so everyone switches to passives.
yes,
The large cap stocks do better, and the
yes,
active managers really got left behind.
yeah. And you've seen that pendulum swing a bit.
Yes, but I'm personally optimistic about the opportunity set for active managers going forward, just because of the narrowly led markets, and we have seen that unwind over the past few months. But it could easily revert again, and who's to know? But I think this is where you've got to come back to fundamentals and
Yeah,
just have a well diversified portfolio. That's diversification by asset class, by region, by sector, and by stock. I don't
yes,
want, if you think about the US over the last 3 years, 40% of performance has been driven by the IT sector,
yeah,
40%, and a quarter by two companies, Microsoft
yes,
and Apple,
yes,
over the last 3 years. So if you've been diversified away from that, it has been a struggle.
yeah,
So you've got to think about the risks of that very focused approach. If you are investing in passives, then you do
yes.
have that focus.